Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Johanna, and for those of you who are new here, welcome. And for those of you who are returning, welcome back. Here on my channel, I do planner and planner related videos, DIY tutorials, budget videos, and the occasional new release video of items that I've listed to my Etsy shop. And if that is of interest to you, please consider subscribing to my channel. And if you hit that little notification bell, you'll always be notified of when I load a new video. Commenting, liking, and sharing does help my channel grow and would be truly appreciated. Okay, so we're going to work on a project. Now, originally I had purchased this because I was going to cut this down, because I think if I had cut just close enough to the outside of the numbers, I could have fit this as a monthly calendar for my Happy Nietzsche, but then my friends Kelly and Dee sent me the Skinny Classic planners. I actually have 2 sets of them, and so I don't need this. Now, what I do need at work is a hanging calendar, and you're like, well, yeah, just hang this up. Well, no. For work purposes, I actually like to see 4 to 5 months at a time, because it helps me map out what needs to go on for the semester. So I'm going to convert this into hopefully what looks cute for my office using this, some heavier stock copy paper or heavier stock cardstock, and then some additional tools. And so I thought, just in case you were able to pick this up, because I think I was able to get this on sale at a really good price, and because the back of it, and that's important, because the back of it does not contain the next month, then I can just fully utilize one of these per month, and then that way I can use what I have, adjust it to fit my needs, and then I don't have to go out and buy anything, because that's actually what I had intended to do. So for this, actually what I'm going to do first is take this off the O-ring, and that's easy enough to do because you can just pull it up. Now, it's probably hard to see because it's black on black, but basically it's this double coil, and then if you push it, and it might be easier to see that way, if you push it apart, then you can actually just have this come out. Of course, there's lots of them. And on the new double coil planners that they have, I'm pretty sure this is how they do it. So if for any reason it just drove you crazy, you could just pull it apart, punch it, and then put it on a planner. I know there are some people who just hate the discs, and there are some people who just hates the double coil, the old coil, the Erin Condren coil. They hate the binder. I mean, it really depends on what your likes and dislikes are. And then you can just twist that off. And if I didn't mangle this, I'm sure I could find a use for that, but, you know, I'm all for being frugal, but yeah, this is just going to get thrown away. And just like that, we have this apart. Now, originally I was going to cut that, but I kind of like how that looks, so I might keep that. And this is the 2020 calendar. I don't know, well, no, where I sit on at my desk and where this is going to be hanging, I won't be able to see this, but I will keep this because I can either use the artwork there or I can just cut down the months there. So that'll go to the side. These are really heavyweight chipboard, and if I cut this apart, I actually could make a journal out of this if I wanted to, or I can just figure out something else, but this I won't toss. The coils didn't make any sense. That doesn't make sense not to keep. Yeah, the mind of a crafter. All right, so this is the standard 8.5 by 11. This measures, I think it was just a little over 6. No, it's just a smidge under 6. So I'm going to keep the height of the paper, so I'm not going to cut that way, but I am going to cut the width to 6.5 so that I get myself a little bit of a border. And let me show you how I'm going to do that. And okay, I already marked my cutter where 6.5 was. I think that was for the little golden book journal, and so I don't need to extend it. And then I do want this to be flush to the top, and then cut. Now I'm going to do that for all of the months, but there's another step that I need to do, or that I want to do, just because this will be hanging and I want to give this some support. So it doesn't matter what side, but on the short side, either here or here, I'm going to score in 1 inch. And again, I'm going to do that for all of them. And then this I am going to tape down. And I've got a tape runner here. This one's almost out. And the reason why I want to do this double fold is because I've got some of those command hooks hanging up, and I'm going to punch this, and I want to make this as strong as I can. I mean, the paper isn't very heavy, but I do want to give it as much security as I can so that it doesn't, you know, tear on its own. Got my single hole punch. I also could use the largest punch in my crocodile, but that's unnecessary. And I suppose I should measure, because if I punch it crooked, then it'll hang crooked. And so if I cut it at 6.5, I'm going to mark it here at 3.25. And again, doing that for every single one of these. And then if I just sort of center my punch over that, then I get a good punch. Now the reason why I don't just punch this is because I am going to, what I need is some writing space down here for when the semester starts, when other things that are important during the month, and that'll give me some room here because I don't necessarily want to write it in here. Now again, because I like how that looks, I'm going to keep it. Now it's a shame about this back side, but I mean, again, I don't have to buy, because what I did last year, now they were only $1. Of course it runs out. But I bought $4 wall hanging calendars so that every month I could have it. And so, I mean, I wasn't going to use this for any other purpose. I don't have enough room to have a desk calendar. So, I mean, why not repurpose this into something that I can use? And because it is whiter than our paper, then I can just put that down. I think that looks sweet. And what I can do is I can use some of the little tiny icons, or what does Tamika call them? Bullet points. I just found some in my Planner Basics Mini, but I'm going to use some of the hearts as soon as I find them. Okay. And I actually can write fairly straight on blank paper, so that date's important. And I want to put a little bit more decorative aspect to this. And there. And then maybe we'll do here as well. And that way when I'm sitting on my desk, when I'm trying to map out my daily tasks, weekly tasks, monthly tasks, I will have a visual reminder. Again, 4 to 5 months. Right now I have 4. If I can fit 5, that actually will be better because that's how long a semester is. And then as the months pass, then I put the new month. So right now on my wall, since I only have up and through December, I actually still have December, November, October, and September because I have 4 months up there. When I put this up on my wall, when I'm finished with the project, and then I will have at least January through April, and then when January is done, I will put May up, take January off, and then that way it really helps me just plan my day better. And then just because I like to see a little bit of contrast, I'm gonna carefully just go around here. And what I really am trying to avoid is have it skip and jump up. I mean, if it happens, it happens, but I'm trying to avoid that. And just like that, I have made myself a functional hanging calendar where I can write important dates here, and then I can use this for work. Now, I will be doing this for all of the other months. In fact, let me do that now, and then when I'm done, I'll bring you guys back, and then I'll show you how it looks, and then I'll just take this to work, easy peasy, and then I don't have to buy anything new. Plus, I have some of my planner stuff in my office that's really cute. All right, guys, I'll be back in just a second. All right, guys, so I'm doing the last one, and again, I'm gonna have to sacrifice that calendar. But the way that Happy Planner has been going out, they'll have some of the 2021 calendars available in April. So I'll definitely be able to buy a new one. Now, I know that, or I'm pretty sure that not only did they come out with these desk calendars in the RongRong style, but I think they also did a homebody one. Although if you have any sort of desk calendar, I mean, you could use this method for that. Oh, so instead of measuring every single subsequent paper, I just basically lined up this first one, drew a little dot, and then I'm gonna punch a hole, and that way I only have to measure once because, you know, I hate measuring. And this I tore off. I think I have this in some other books, this heart thing. So I'm actually gonna take this to work. You know, I have a million file folders, so I'm just going to put this in a file folder so that it doesn't get crumpled on my bus ride to work on Monday. And since we are in December, I might just, I don't know if I'm going to hold off because January is going to be crazy. So no, I might as well just hang this up when I get to work on Monday versus waiting until the new year to start fully with RongRong. Just because at that point, you know, who cares? I'm gonna have so many other things to work on. And I find that the Sharpie pen, because it has such a long point, and because this is thicker than regular paper, that's been working. That first one, I think I'll go back and go over because every subsequent month, I don't know if you can see that, I just use black. And so January is the only one in a different color. I'm probably being super fussy right now, but it's going to be hanging up on my wall and I'll be able to see it. And I'll probably have the Sesame Street song in my head. Which one of these things is not like the other? So yeah. All right. So let me do a quick flip through of the months with you. Get some organization going on first. All right, so that's January, February, March, really cute, April, May, June, July, August, I think this might be my favorite, September, October, cute, November, and December. And not for this video, because I think I might post this video before I get to work on Monday. I don't know. But I will try to take a picture of it hanging up on my wall so that you guys can see what I mean by 4 months at a glance. And then when I get there, I can also start filling out some of these important dates. And I'll probably use some of the mild liners that I have at work to highlight certain things, like holidays will always be a certain color. And then other things I'll put down here with a corresponding color code. Because again, from the distance, it'll just help me figure out what things are. All right, guys. Well, I hope this is helpful to you. Let me know what you think of this DIY project below. And as always, aloha.